Just know why you're doing something. That's important, to know why you're doing something, even if it's because deep inside you feel, I need to be doing this. Even if that's the reason, if you know it, know the reason, know why you're doing something. I think that's important. And even to see with cutting these, seeing the buildup, and it's not crazy, because I did try to take care of them regarding soap, just like cleaning them out, using the Kirk's Castile bar soap. So it's coconut oil. Yeah, then trying to just keep them clean, keep them nice. But even still, with combing them out, seeing that grease up in there, that buildup, some lint up in there. So I felt happy just getting that out. Yeah, felt happy just getting that out and starting fresh, seeing what happens. That's what it's about, seeing what happens. And it's no disrespect to the culture regarding Rastafari, because that's not, I'm not specifically that, so it's not like I made that particular covenant regarding my locks, even though I was getting exposed to that from different people regarding their locks. So if it feels like, if you have them and it's more of a life thing for you, then yeah, stick with that. I don't recommend you cutting them, especially if that's your thing, if you're specifically looking at it from a life standpoint. And I know there are other teachings, especially say like with the mucusless diet healing system, that talks about hair. And I'll have to look at that. But just know right now, this is what needs to happen for me. And I could already just feel it. it just, yeah, it feels right for me. And I know how, it's like regarding the missing element, like, oh, well, you missed the locks. Yeah, I think just like some that the wildness reflected in the hair is definitely something that I appreciate. I like that wild quality that the locks reflect. And we'll see if there's some way. I just don't know, because as I'm mentioning with the helmet, yeah, I wear it every day. I can't not wear the helmet. I have to wear a helmet. So if that, and then I also would try to wear like a hat under the helmet, or a scarf. And then after training, sometimes that's tough too, because then I'm sweaty, then I'm putting on this hat. So I'll see what's next after this. And if you even if this is even interesting to you, because it's just, yeah, I'm just talking about my hair. But I did feel to share a little more. It's just know why you're doing something. That's important, to know why you're doing something, even if it's because deep inside you feel, I need to be doing this. Even if that's the reason, if you know it, know the reason, know why you're doing something. I think that's important. So after this, I'll have 2 locks left, and I also wanted to get them out so I could shower. I wanted to shower and wash my hair with it being completed. I didn't want to wait and have it incomplete with different locks left and then washing my hair. I want to just wash my hair. Yeah, definitely happy that I'm able to bust these open. And it'll be cool to look back on this, because yeah, 7+ years. I got these the same time that I joined Cham family, became aware of and being introduced to the mucusless diet healing system. So yeah, those 2 things. It was becoming a part of the family, of Cham family, and becoming aware of the mucusless diet healing system. That's when I locked my hair. So it was all in the same, because one of the students, he was practicing the mucusless diet, and I mentioned him, I believe, in my interview on Mucus Free Life. So once I was introduced to that, then I was just sort of in the flow of, I was already sort of letting my hair grow. That would just be my thing. I'll let my hair do whatever, and just kind of rock the shaggy fro. So I was doing that, and I was working at a vegan restaurant, and one of the guys he was there. He saw my hair, and he said, "Oh," how long you been locking your hair?" And I explained this in another video. I don't know if I have it up. So, but he asked me, "Oh, how long you been locking your hair?" And I said, "Oh, I'm not locking it. It's just doing its thing. It's just growing how it is." But I guess it had just that quality of when you see some of that kind of gathering happening. So he said that, and then he gave me a couple or a few channels to look at. And he had locks. He had some big Nati dreads, some big locks in his head, some free forms, and just speaking about the spiritual quality, and then he showed me those channels. So then that day I went home and I looked up the channels. I was watching them, and was just like, "Oh, this is what's up." Just because it was spiritual beings talking about it. It wasn't just kind of fashion, like some fashionable trend, but actually just people on a spiritual journey, people on a spiritual path. So I connected and resonated with those expressions, and then found out how to lock them, just using a palm roll method for those of y'all who know. Yeah, just got in the shower, boom, rolled them, and then from that day I just rocked the free forms. Just let them do what they wanted to do all the time. Nothing, no manipulation. I didn't go to a salon or any of that. I just let them naturally form. I remember I think I went to the barber a couple to a few times for the first time after that, and got more like a taper, which was nice. Got some looks, but then I wanted to go deeper within myself, and that was where, yeah, I stopped shaving. I just let it go, at least with the face. I let my beard go all the way. My hair was already doing what it was doing, and just kind of experienced that, and saw who still rocked with me, different perceptions. And when I mentioned like, there were people appreciating me just for rocking just how I am, rocking what I do, just getting respect from different people. And yeah, that was cool, just to get that respect just from the act, like just being in that meditation. So yeah, I know it'll be different now in that respect, that's with that specifically in my experience, which is fine. It just will be different. And we'll see what that difference is. So right now I'm just combing out that one lock. It's not too bad, but oh my gosh, if I started at the bottom So this is what I mean, like this motion, if it's too tough, it's some strain on the elbow. So now I kind of try to put my hand back on the bed and use that leverage. Or if I have the hair in my hand, I put the comb in and then I'll pull the hair. Like I kind of will create a rotation with both hands, create an opposing force, so that it's not pulling, so it's less effort. That's a tip if you're doing this. I didn't see anybody with those kind of tips when I was watching the comb out videos. But I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm speaking with a friend in a few minutes, so I will be getting off here. But yeah, now I'm more talkative, and I'm happy that I'm talking and letting this stuff process out, because a lot of this has been more internal. It's just been in my head. So now I'm voicing it and thinking back. So that's always nice. That reflection, the reflection quality. Yeah, like yeah, it's still locked. There's still locks back, or it's not locks back there, but it's still knots within the bunch. Woo. But yeah, my hair it just feels good. I like that feeling. If I am able to, like, say if I cut it and I'm able to grow it here, yeah, if that works, it's like the shaggy fro, like with things growing even. That's more what I'm getting at, because yeah, it's like all the way down. Then that's a potential. But if not, it's cool. I appreciate, that's why I mentioned the combing out process, where some people, they went straight to just cutting the lock right at the root and then just getting a short haircut. But I didn't want to skip over the transition phase of how it started. It started hair short, then it's locking, keeps growing, then it's locked, boom. So now I'm just kind of going in reverse, taking the lock out, having the growth, and then from here, then I'll decide how I want to move forward. But also going through this experience, I can appreciate my hair at a longer length, and also the texture, that texture quality, by combing it out first before I make any rash decisions. So definitely, oof, yeah, it's been a huge journey. Huge journey. It's wild. Yeah, but yeah. And it's not, for me, it's not a lock. This isn't a lock channel, so it's not really like people were here specifically for my locks. yeah, I don't even know why people are here. It's just some just personal, some for the music. I know with the mucusless diet community, when I was posting more content on that, oof. Yeah, somebody, speaking of that, somebody was talking about, oh man, like, because they noticed some of the t-shirt content that I've been making, because more on the creative side. So they noticed the t-shirt stuff, but they go, man, when I remember you were making the videos about the mucus, getting the mucus out the body. But as he's saying that, and he's saying he remembers it, but also he wants me to make more. I don't even know if I don't want to talk smack. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, it just builds up in the root, around the root. But yeah, I'm getting my hands in there. Whew. Feeling good. Whew. Yeah. And I saved these two, because these were my two favorite ones, because they're the longest, but they also would come from behind my neck and just hang out like that. So I was saving these two for the end. Yeah. Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna speak with my friend right now. I'll talk to you later. Thank you. I just cut both of them. Thank you. Woo. That's all of them. That's all of them. Now it'll be a comb out process. That's it. Just comb out the back. Yeah. Oof. Yep. Let that out. Yeah. Just. Oof. My hair feels good. Oh. Wow. That's crazy. Yep. So now just combing. There we go. Yep. Everything's out. Trying to get this angle. There we go. Wow.